today or tomorrow. When our reporter Cindy Raghubatika Singh visited the school today, most parents were upset that the school remained open amidst such a threat. Some plan to keep their children at home for the rest of the week.
A threat to shoot and kill every student and teacher at the Barrackpore East Secondary School on either Monday, April 15th or Tuesday, April 16th, 2024 has left many fearful or with a sense of unease. Emboldened at the top of an email sent to the school and two teachers on Sunday, the sender says, "Mark this date," as he or she plans to make history as the top school shooter in Trinidad and Tobago. The individual says planning of the attack began at the start of the new year, adding that this school isn't the only one that will be shot up. But despite receiving the threat on Sunday, TTUTA President Martin Lumpkin says the Ministry of Education took the decision to keep the school open on Monday.
TTUTA believes in this day and age, any such threats should not be taken lightly, and the Ministry of Education, as well as the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service, should take every precaution to preserve the lives of the occupants of the Barrackpore East Secondary School.
Parents of students were only told of the potential threat around 9:30 a.m. on Monday, when at least 10 teachers and about 200 students were already present for classes. Many rushed over to take the students off the compound.
Well, I'm here to collect my child due to the threat that someone is going to shoot up the school for 2 days.
The school is open today?
Yeah, the school is open, but they should close it because it's a very hard process to even collect your child. They're just here and they're keeping you back. So if it's really a threat, I think people might get killed before they can even evacuate the building.
What they told you in school?
That somebody make a report, they're going to shoot up the teachers and students and everybody going to dead in the school. But so far, I didn't see an officer or a regiment or nobody here. So what is this? I want to know if it's a big joke. They're playing with people's children and their lives.
Some were disappointed that amidst the chaos this morning, law enforcement officers, they say, were not visible in or around the school.
I find it kind of not unfair to the children that not even have demand to not even a police officer out there. Nothing is going on.
No officers in Trinidad and Tobago. We have no regiment, no army. Up to now, not one single body here. And there's a big scene that the school shut down, but the station may be 100 feet away. So not even an officer on site, right? And a big thing like this.
Meanwhile, there were those who weren't convinced that the threat is real, but still decided to err on the side of caution.
It's a lot. It's a lot, but I just pray for safety for the children. It's true, but I strongly believe, though. I could be wrong, but I strongly believe it's a child that do this. Just the format of the message alone behind it, it has feel real.
But this excitement is just like just a waste of time. It's foolishness. Whoever doing this nonsense, they need to stop.
Some parents say they will be keeping their children at home at least until Wednesday. Others plan to keep them away for the rest of the week. TTUTA's president strongly condemned the threat, calling the action of the person or people responsible an act of terrorism and treason.
We call on the cyber unit of the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service, TTPS, to do a full-scale investigation and to bring the perpetrators of this ghastly act to justice.
Cindy Raghubatika Singh, TV6 News.
Well, we contacted the Minister of Education for an update on the situation in the Barrackpore East Secondary School, but did not get a response up to news time. Well, the TTUTA president would have expressed the union's view earlier today on how the Ministry of Education handled the threat at the Barrackpore East Secondary School. Mr. Martin Lumpkin joins us again live now. Good evening, Mr. Lumpkin.
Good evening, Deja, and good evening to your viewers and listeners.
Mr. Lumpkin, is there any update that would have taken place later in the day in terms of communication between TTUTA and the ministry?
I'm sorry, could you repeat the question? I lost a bit of sound shortly.
We're just wondering if there's been any update that would have taken place later in the day in terms of communication between TTUTA and the ministry.
Our second vice president, Ms. Marsha Huggins, reached out to the supervisor who is responsible for the school and would have been given information that the Ministry of Education had the school on lockdown, such that no unauthorized persons could have entered the compound. And the teachers at the school were asked to assist in supervising the children present. We were told that parents, once they received the information, would have come for their children, and there were teachers as well, our educators, who decided to withdraw their services for the day. They applied for their half day because no teaching or learning could have taken place at that point in time. We still question the reason for the Ministry of Education having school continuing. Is it that they want to say that no school was closed and that school went on as usual in the midst of the psychological fear that our members, our educators and students would have faced with the threat coming from the email?
Mr. Lumpkin, you said that teachers would have applied for their half day today. What can we expect from teachers tomorrow?
From what we understand, due to the psychological effect and fear that the teachers have, our educators, they are also planning to withdraw their services for the day. They will apply for the day. However, we are saying to the Ministry of Education, it does not compute in our minds why they would want to have the school reopen, especially in light of the students not being present and the psychological effect it's having on our members and our teachers. You know, it's quite strange, Deja, that for the SEA examination, they would have shut down schools a day before to have security checks. For what we don't know, we didn't hear of any impending threats. But you have a threat that is imminent, that can be real to a school, and you do not want to shut down the school in order to have precautionary measures take place. Ministry would have said that they increased the security complement. We cannot confirm that. And even having police presence, because our principal did, upon realizing the severity of the email, did inform the Ministry of Education and the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service.
Well, we wait to hear from the Ministry of Education on this matter. Thank you very much, Mr. Lumpkin, for joining us tonight.
You're welcome.